These are the top 6 castor oil mistakes that you need to stop making right now if you want to get the full effectiveness of the product and not waste your time and money. And stick around because number 6 might just shock you. So why use castor oil in the first place compared to other oils? First of all, castor oil is rich in ricinoleic acid, which means it's amazing at antimicrobial support and can even help detox the body. This is a special fatty acid that a lot of oils don't have, so that makes castor oil super unique. It's also got vitamin E and omega fatty acids to keep your skin soft and hydrated all day long. Mistake number 1 is not diluting it. Unfortunately, castor oil is very sticky and it's very thick and creamy almost compared to other oils. So if you just put it on your skin like a normal moisturizer, you might end up seeing that it ends up sticking to your clothes or your bed sheets if you're trying to go to bed at night, and it can feel a little uncomfortable. And it's also kind of a sensory overload for your skin. So what I do is I mix it with a little bit of coconut oil or jojoba oil, and I use those as carrier oils, which help dilute the product. So when I put it on my skin, it's not as sticky. Number 2 is layering it improperly with skincare. So after you wash your face, you shouldn't use it as the first product if you're gonna use other skin products. You should be putting on your serums first, your other vitamins and other skincare products before you put on castor oil, just because of the fact that it is very thick. So if you put it onto your skin, it could actually act as a barrier on your skin, not letting your other products penetrate the skin deeply. Number 3 is using low quality or non-organic castor oil. Look for cold processed, hexane-free organic castor oil. Trust me guys, you won't regret this one. Unfortunately, if the castor oil is not cold processed, they actually extract the oil with a neurotoxin called hexane. And our FDA, especially here in the US, does not require these oil companies to test the final product to see if there's any hexane left by the time it gets to the grocery store shelf. So if you're buying a product that's not organic, there could be small traces of hexane or other solvents in the final product. Also, organic is going to make sure that it has much less pesticides in it than conventional castor oil. And especially since we're putting these in very sensitive areas like our eyebrows and our eyelashes or our scalp, we want to make sure that we're putting on the cleanest product possible. And just to continue my point there, just make sure that the only ingredient is 100% organic castor oil and that it's not cut with any cheaper oils, because sometimes companies will just put in those cheaper oils to save a couple of bucks every time they sell a product. Oh, so sticky. Number 4 is ingesting it without medical guidance. I know, it can be an amazing and powerful laxative, but the problem is if you take too much, it can actually be so strong and cause major cramping and swelling and even dehydration because of how much you might excrete. I know, TMI. But with that said, you need to make sure to properly dose it if you are going to ingest it orally. Also, it's not safe to ingest if somebody is pregnant. By the way, if you're liking the video, my name's Anita. I post all about health and biohacking and longevity and just the amazing things and products we can do for our health and for our skin in this instance. So if you're interested in health or expanding your lifespan, go ahead and pop your girl a sub, because I promise you, you won't regret if you want to learn about all of that stuff. Number 5, applying it to broken or irritated skin. I know that castor oil always gets touted as this miracle, one size fits all. It can cure literally anything. It's an antimicrobial type of pill out there, but unfortunately it can be really strong on the skin, especially if you have an open wound, a sore, or a cut. So I would highly recommend to not put castor oil in that area because it can actually worsen the situation. And number 6, and this one was shocking to me when I found it out, was that leaving it on too long can actually cause more harm than good. I know, right? You might be thinking, well, it has so many amazing properties. It stimulates hair follicle growth. It's got vitamins in it and all of these fatty acids which are helping my skin and hair grow longer, but Why is it bad if I leave it on too long? Because castor oil is super thick and sticky, the longer you leave it on, it can actually clog your pores and cause more and more buildup. So it kind of creates like this film in this layer, and as these dead skin cells die, they have nowhere to fall off, so then they just start clumping up and building up under the skin. So this can cause dandruff, acne, and breakouts all over the face and skin if you keep it on too long. All right, friends, hope that helps. And again, make sure to subscribe if you want more longevity and health tips so that you can optimize your health and live longer. I'll see you in the next video.